And welcome everyone as we get set here for what is consolation bracket. It will be Sedro Cubs facing the Inglemore Vikings as Inglemore Vikings come up with a big win. Cubs need to shake off the loss to Garfield in 11 innings. This is Rich Olson with Michelle Olson. We're calling the action here in the 3A State Fast Pitch Softball Tournament sponsored by Gisa Credit Union, Washington Dairy, Baden, Trust and Will, Seattle Children's Hospital, Core Plus Aerospace, Zoom Care, Dick's Sporting Goods. As this is being broadcast on TCSN, NFHS, and CAPS Radio. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Cap Radio, Country Store, Lindy Insurance, Walton Beverage, Low Auto Sales, Skagit Ready Mix, the restaurants at Swinomish Casino and Lodge, Craft Stove, Baker Motorsports, and Swinomish Tribal Community, and Ideal Rent All. Les Schwab, a Tire Center lineup is going to be tough to get you guys as we are still filling out our books. Just got the card, so I will do my best through the first couple innings to get that one going. We have a Craft Stove Sizzling Play of the Game, our Lindy Insurance Scoreboard, Walton Beverage Player of the Game, and Skagit Ready Mix Rock Solid Sportsmanship of the Game. And I know Michelle's closer on having a book filled out than I am, but we'll continue to get that working. Once again, the Cubs coming away with a 5-4 loss to the Garfield Bulldogs in 11 innings. It was a great game, but Bulldogs pushed 2 across in the top of the 11th. Cubs had an opportunity to tie it up, but just couldn't get it done in the bottom of the 11th. And so the Bulldogs, congratulations to them. They have an opportunity to play for the state championship. That will be against the Liberty Patriots. As far as the Inglemore Vikings, boy, they have just battled all weekend long. They are the 18th seed coming in, and they are still playing here today as they will be first up to bat, and it's going to be Alexa Saladin that gets her first bat on the mound. Is going to be Cassandra Gonzalez for the Cubs. And like I said, I am just getting my book set up and going, so we will
so Alex Saladin stepping in. She is the shortstop for the Inglemore Vikings. First pitch underway by Gonzalez, and that's high for a ball. We will also see Jackie Najaro and Tova Miller this inning for the Vikings, leading things off. In the 4-hole batting cleanup today for the Vikings will be Jade Cisternaz, Emily Disselette. That one's fouled back. 1-1. 6-hole, Malin Holmes, Kira Pritchard, Izzy Vanoy, and Jillian Stanoski rounding up the lineup for the Vikings.
And Cisternaz had a home 3-run shot yesterday and nearly a grand slam. It hit off the yellow striping and nearly had 2 shots in a game over Peninsula Seahawks. But she had quite the game for the Vikings last night in the game I got to call. Once again, just working on getting everything filled out.
1-2 is the count for Saladin. Get the scoreboard going for everybody at home. Sorry about that. We forgot to do that in the mix of everything.
This ball popped up, maybe playable off the webbing or off the netting.
And we apologize in advance. Yes, we realize that on this scoreboard, Inglemore is showing as playing Inglemore. That is not us. That is NFHS. Corporate up in the clouds doing that to us, and there's no way for us to change it. So we will list That ball is popped up high in the air, kind of in no man's land behind second base, and that's going to go down as a base hit there for Saladin.
And a ball, like you said, just kind of put up in the air and really nowhere for anyone to go, trying to come in and make the play.
Jackie Navarro is going to step in, left fielder for the Vikings. A lot of speed at the top of this Inglemore lineup. She shows bunt, pulls back. Steal is on by Saladin, and she's in safely, the stolen base. 1-0 is the count for Navarro.
Once again, Michelle and I scrambling to get our lineup filled out, as typically with these.
That bunt is on by Navarro, and it's successful. Sacrifices Saladin over to third base. Beautiful bunt there by Navarro. And now Tova Miller stepping in, catcher for Inglemore Vikings. That pitch is low inside by Gonzalez. Cassandra Gonzalez did pitch just moments ago in that 11th inning. Spectacular game against Garfield. And that is a pass ball. And that's going to score Saladin on that pass ball.
So Saladin gets the hit, able to get into second base, the stolen base, bunt to third, and pass ball. 1 in, 1 run.
So we're going to put the scoreboard up, and like I was saying, Inglemore is listed twice, but we will have Sedro Wooley as the bottom half, as listed as the home team. They are the higher seed.
This one swung on and out, number 2.
Popped up to
Reagan Evans.
Shortstop. So 2 away here in the top of the first inning. 1-0 is our score. Inglemore leads. The bottom name should say Sedro Wooley. That's swung on, little short hopper to the second baseman.
And it's Hart that fields that and gets the out, so it's going to be a 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, no one left on base. We will head to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 in favor of Inglemore. This is championship softball here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
Time now for high school sports on TCSNSports.com and NFHS. Brought to you by Advanced Automotive. Auto repair you can trust and depend on in Stanwood. Sahara Pizza. Gourmet pizza and smiles delivered to you. The law offices of Dale Wagner. Amigos Mexican Restaurant, serving delicious meals in Stanwood for over 20 years. Fast Track HVAC, Stanwood's go-to guys for any of your heating, cooling, refrigeration, and gas pipe needs. Glass Tech, your home and auto glass experts in Stanwood. Farmers Cafe, the home of mouth-watering daily specials. Stanwood Auto Parts, your local CarQuest dealer. Lens Enterprises, your source for rock, sand, gravel, compost bark, and much, much more. Stanwood Self-Storage, the place to go when you need more space. Menzies Financial, it's not just a strategy, it's personal. Olympia Pizza, serving...
When we had the long commercial in, we needed to delete that one. So we're back here at the rack here in Lacey as Brie Ellen Kanonen will step in. First pitch, fouled into the Cedar Wooley dugout for a strike. Once again, we are still scrambling to get our books filled out. We apologize for that. Well, that's the nature with a tournament. Trying to call back-to-back games. This pitch low for a ball, 1-1.
Well, and coaches as well, they were scrambling. Including the official home book that's sitting next to me. We have 3 books going here. Nobody's done filling it out because coaches were scrambling. That pitch is in for a ball. 2-1 goes the count to Kanonen. And they were scrambling. They had about 5 minutes to get their teams ready on another field and get lineups in. Which is wide and outside. 3-1 goes the count.
Leah Grant on the hill, in the circle for Inglemore. The swung on, fielded nicely. Saladin on her way to Desolate at first. So 6-3 on the putout, 1 away. We'll bring up McKenna Edwards in third base.
McKenna Edwards stepping in. Third baseman today for the Cubs.
This pitch.
She swings on, pitch off her hands, goes foul.
So 0-1 pitch upcoming. That one low for a ball. 1-1.
Reagan Evans on deck for the Cubs.
1-1 pitch. That one swung on. There's a base hit through the 6-hole. And a 1-out single for Edwards. And that will bring up Reagan Evans. Evans, the shortstop. As the Cubs looking to find the answer back. That pitch gets away. And down to second on the wild pitch is Edwards.
Edwards moves to scoring position on the pass ball.
2-1 goes the count.
Pitch upcoming is
2-0.
no 1. Yeah, 2-0. You're correct. 2-0 pitch there for a strike on the outer half.
Leah Grant in the pitching circle for the Vikings.
This pitch swung on in the air, giving chase. Going to be a tough play, but there to make it, Izzy Vinoy comes in. Runners able to advance on that long fly ball, but 2 outs. So Cassandra Evans now, Cassandra Gonzalez steps in. This is swung on, and it is going to be a base hit, and this game is tied up as Gonzalez finds the outfield grass out of the reach of a diving Saladin. RBI single, run in. We are knotted up at ones. And pinch runner is going to come in, and that is going to be for the Cedar Wooley number 5, and that is Bristol Lindy. And this will bring up Peyton Brownfield. Pitch to Brownfield as this is going to be snared by Leah Grant, and that is going to be a line out to end the inning. So it's going to be 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We will head to the second inning. We are knotted up at 1. This is TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
High school sports are fun and exciting for the players, family, and fans. You can be a part of that excitement. Become a softball umpire. Softball umpires are needed right now. If you're interested, contact John Flaggard, the Region 15 umpire-in-chief, at the contact information posted. If you want to be a part of the excitement, don't hesitate. Become a softball umpire, an essential part of the game.
What does it take to be recognized as the best? To stand among the top in the nation. For the world-class team at Seattle Children's, it takes a certain competitive spirit, a desire to change the odds, and never, ever, ever give up. The prize for this relentless pursuit, giving every child a winning chance. Hope, Care, Cure. Seattle Children's.
And welcome back here to Lacey, Washington, home of the WIAA and Giza Credit Union 3A state championships for fast pitch softball. We have a loser out, winner move on to the third, fourth place game happening here between the Inglemore Vikings and Sedro Wooley Cubs. Inglemore start off the second inning. We'll see Emily Disselet, Malin Holmes, and Kira Pritchard. Disselet stepping in and taking that first pitch from Gonzalez for a strike. We do have a 1-1 game, and yes, folks at home, on our scoreboard, it does say Inglemore. That is an NFHS corporate.
This one swung on, hit hard, and underneath it, Caitlin Goss out in the left field.
The wind is blowing pretty heavily right to left, kind of blowing in, so we don't see a lot of home runs on this field at field 4. Wind kind of just took that one, right, Rich?
He kind of died out there in the outfield. For the first out, we'll bring up Amelin Holmes.
Like I was saying, the bottom Inglemore, the lower one, is Sedro Wooley. We are not able to change that.
Pitch there, taken for a strike. For our Caps Radio listener, you can kind of ignore that. That is more from the NFHS side. But yes, the scoreboard, both we don't control how it came forward. That pitch there for a strike. 0-2 on Holmes. Gonzalez looking for her first strikeout. She's just been amazing in this tournament. Unfortunately, a couple pass balls and extra innings, though, cost her some runs, and not necessarily the reason why Cedar Wooley's in this game instead of the championship, but I know pitches Gonzalez wishes she had back in that extra innings.
And it's so hard because you're starting with that ghost runner at second base, right, Rich? So it just every little mistake is that much more crucial.
Count now 2-2.
Malin Holmes, the designated player in the 6th hole for the Vikings.
That pitch there, taken for a strike, and that is strikeout number 1. Going down looking is Holmes. Second out of the inning. And this will bring up Kira Pritchard, second baseman. And finally got our books filled out, so it should be a little bit cleaner broadcasting the rest of this game.
famous last words, right, Rich?
Yeah. Pritchard steps in. Pitch there for a strike. Next pitch, upcoming from Gonzalez. This swung on, fouled away. So 0-2. That pitch there, strike number 3, and that is going to do it here in the top of this second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We're knotted up at ones. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It is championship softball here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
We all know that we'll eventually need a will. Eventually. How about right now? Trust and Will has taken the process of creating your will and made it easy. Like while you're lounging on the couch, easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys, but customized by you. One question at a time. All documents are state-specific, legally valid, and start at just $199. That's not a typo. Find the plan that's right for you at trustandwill.com.
North Sound Physical Therapy has been serving Stanwood and Camino Island residents since 1992. If pain or injury is preventing you from fully participating in sports, work, recreation, or any other activity, discover how North Sound Physical Therapy can help you. You'll find North Sound Physical Therapy places the highest level of commitment to your specific needs. Give them a call at 629-9768. The staff at North Sound Physical Therapy like to say, go Spartans!
And welcome back here to the rack as I can finally get our Les Schwab Tire Center starting lineup. And I'll be real quick for Cedar Rowley. Briellen Conan was leading off. McKenna Edwards, Reagan Evans, Cassandra Gonzalez, Peyton Brownfield, Briar Hart, who is up to bat right now, Vienna Lamphere, Lola Wiley, and Olivia Stroud is the batting order. That first pitch is low for a ball to Hart. Defensively, Jackie Navarro in left, Jillian Starowski in center, Izzy Vinoy in right, Jade Cizerna at third base. That is low as well, 2-0. Jade Cizerna's at third base, Alexa Saladin shortstop, Kira Pritchard at second base, Emily Disselot at first, Tove Miller catching, and Leah Grant on in the circle. As this is swung on, and a nice job fielding it, a close play and getting the out. As Kira Pritchard is able to stay with that, a low liner by Hart. And Pritchard in and out of the glove, stays with it, nice throw, just gets the speedy Hart in time, 4-3 on the putout, one away. And Vienna Lamphere will step in as far as batting order for the Vikings. Alexa Saladin, Jackie Navarro, Tove Miller, Jade Cizernaz, Emily Disselot, Malin Holmes, Kara Pritchard, Izzy Vinoy, and Jillian Starowski is the batting order. Defensively, it's going to go Caitlin Goss, Vienna Lamphere in left, Vienna Lamphere in center, Brie Ellen Canonen in right, McKenna Edwards at third base, Reagan Evans at shortstop, Briar Hart at second, Lola Wiley at first, Peyton Brownfield catching, and it's Cassandra Gonzalez on the mound. That is our Les Schwab Tire Center starting lineups. This pitch outside, 1-0. So one away here in the bottom of the second inning, 1-1 our score. Cedar Rowley, the 2A champions last year. That pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. Trying to go back and get a 3A title this year. Nearly got there. They still have an opportunity to finish third/fourth in state. Quite a run, and would have been a remarkable story, but the story in itself, I think, is remarkable. Coming up a division is tough for any program. You're typically one of the lower numbered 3A schools, so a heck of a job on the season so far. This one fouled away, 2-2.
Yeah, Rich, and now that they've lost that heartbreaker 11-inning game to Garfield, hats off to them. They've come in this game really focused, I feel like, already, right, in just these first couple innings, and they now have focused on getting that third-place trophy.
Absolutely. This pitch swung on and caught. A little liner to Kiara Pritchard.
Lamphere did a really good job there of waiting on that pitch. It was a slow changeup she had to wait on.
Conversely, you take a look at this Inglemore Vikings team, and they come in as the 18th seed, and they have found a way to knock off some of the best teams in the state along the way. We'll pull up that bracket and kind of let you know their journey of how they got here. But, boy, what a run for them. And for them to be an 18th seed, having a chance, and in RPI they were 22 even, but having a chance to come in here and potentially play for a 3-4 game, what a season they've had to get here. First pitch to Wiley is a strike.
Exactly, Rich. And Inglemore had to play on Thursday just in a play-in game to even get in this double elimination round yesterday. And so they knocked off Kelso, a higher seed than them, on Thursday night, 4-0. And then that brought them into the regular bracket on Friday. We'll let you know how that went for them.
It's outside, 2-1 now to Wiley.
So on Friday, they had to face number 2 seeded Mount Spokane, and they defeated them 2-0. I covered that game. They played fabulous softball that day.
Pitch there for a strike.
And knocked Mount Spokane into the losers bracket.
Consolation bracket.
Or consolation bracket. Excuse me, I have to be more politically correct on that. I'm old school. I come from, you lose, you're in the losers bracket. And then they had to face a tough Snohomish team. That swung on in the hole.
Yeah, it's going to be a single for Wiley. So a 2-out single gets through the 5-hole. Just out of reach of Scissor-Naz. And so it will be Olivia Stroud.
The designated player for the Cubs.
So they knock off Mount Spokane, then they go
to Snohomish. They have to play Snohomish. That was a extended inning game, and they ended up losing on a walk-off to Snohomish, 1-0. Yeah. Just a nail-biter of a game.
In the 8th inning, and it was a pass ball.
Yes.
How Snohomish scored that run.
Right. 2 pass balls in a row with a ghost runner that ended up scoring. So that was tough for them. Dropped them down into the consolation bracket, and they had to face Peninsula, where they beat Peninsula, again a lower seed, 10-6. And then today, just prior to this game, they played 7 innings of baseball, but won handily, or softball, excuse me. They won handily 14-3 over Prairie.
This ball gets away, and down to second base will go Wiley. So in scoring position is Wiley. Stroud ahead 2-0. So a heck of a run by Inglemore. You got to hand it to them.
18 seed, and now they're facing 4 seed, Sedro Wooley. It's the state tournament, Rich. Anything can happen in the state tournament. We've seen it time and time again.
This one popped up underneath, and there to make the play is a Saladin, and that is going to do it. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We will head to the 3rd inning. We're knotted up at ones. This is TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
Hi everybody, Mark here from Stanwood Tool and Equipment Rental, located downtown right next to the country store. We have all the tools and equipment you need, from saws to drills and drivers, excavators, chippers, and front loaders, to help you get the job done right. We'll help you figure out how to use them and maybe have a little fun along the way. Open 6 days a week, 8 to 5, Sundays by appointment. We're also your neighborhood U-Haul dealer. Need a U-Haul? Give us a call. 360-629-TOOL. That's 360-629-8665.
Hello, I'm Perry Williams. As well as being a broadcaster, I'm an independent health insurance agent and a proud associate of Northwest Insurance Solutions. We specialize in Medicare and individual health plans. At Northwest Insurance Solutions, we know each person has different needs and situations. That's why we represent many different insurance companies so we can give you choices and help you choose the right plans to meet your needs. Call me at 425-232-2818 or check out our website, northwestinsurancesolutions.agency.
And welcome back here, Lacey, Washington, site of the 3A Fast Pitch Softball Tournament, brought to you by Giesa Credit Union, Washington Dairy, Baden, Trust and Will, Seattle Children's Hospital, Core Plus, Aerospace, Zoom Care, Dick's Sporting Goods. Third inning we go as Gonzalez on the mound. Has a couple strikeouts. She'll face Izzy Van Noy. First pitch, swing and a miss.
Wind kicking up here today. I'm sure you can hear it on our mics. Apologize for that, but
this pitch is high, 1-1. And this game being simulcast with our friends at Caps Radio up in Mount Vernon, covering the Cedar Wooley Cubs along their journey. This is a swing and a miss. So to our listeners up north, good luck to your Cubs. We are here to be biased with this game, or not biased, I should say, unbiased, because we are here for WIA, and we're wishing NFHS and wishing both teams best of luck. That's a swing and a miss, and Gonzalez picking up her third strikeout. So Jillian Starowski will step in. Center fielder. She's made some amazing plays last night in center field in the game I got to call against Peninsula. Really a game that you wonder how it went the way it did. That is a low line out to Reagan Evans, so one pitch there with the out. Because in that game, it was Peninsula, it was the Vikings. They committed 4 errors, got out hit, but it was their ability to get out of jams. Peninsula, I believe, left 14 runners on base in that contest, and Vikings just getting out of jams, even though the score was still 10-6. This has popped up underneath it, and there to make the catch is Lamphere, and that is going to do it. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. We will head to the bottom of the third inning. We're knotted up at 1. This is tournament-based softball here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio. And welcome back. Yes. Bottom of 3 we go, tied up at 1. As this is championship softball Saturday. You see the Garfield Bulldogs take on Liberty Patriots for the state championship. The winner of this game has the opportunity to play for third in state. So the 3-4 game upcoming to the winner. Loser season ends abruptly here. A great run for all the teams that are still in this.
all right.
Pitch on the way. This swung on and hit hard, but underneath it, center fielder is Starowski and able to get the out. So Bree Ellen Kanonen flies out to begin this third inning.
I have an update on a score on adjacent field, Rich. In the other loser out, winner moves on game, Snohomish is leading Mount Spokane 4-3. Winner of this game will play the winner of that game for third and fourth.
McKenna Edwards steps in. Edwards takes a look at a pitch for a strike. Edwards singled and scored the 1 run for Sedro Wooley.
Back in the first.
This pitch is there for a strike. Quickly 0-2. This is swung on, and they're at the fence, not able to make the catch out of the, not out of the glove, but had a beat, I thought, did Izzy Van Noy, just out of reach, and it is a 1-out double for Edwards. She nearly got that one to leave the yard. Halfway up the fence, that bounces, and it's a 1-out double.
Benoit made a good run for it, but yeah, it was just a little, about 2 steps too far in the gap for Benoit's glove.
Reagan Evans now will step in. Reagan Evans 0 for 1, flew out first time up, deep fly ball to Benoit. This is swung on. There to field it is Halden, and she'll get the out. 6-3 on the putout. On to third goes Edwards. 2 away. Runner at third. Cassandra Gonzalez, who had the RBI single. Back in the first inning. And they're going to walk Gonzalez. So intentional base on balls.
It's always such a compliment as a player, but then as a player, it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
We have a courtesy runner there.
That will be Lindy again coming in to run.
Bristol Lindy, number 5. Runners on first and third. 2 outs.
Peyton Brownfield will step in.
Catcher for the Cubs.
And first plate appearance, she lined one, but it was caught by Grant in the pitching circle. Heck of a play by Grant. As Brownfield got into a ball. 1-0 pitch upcoming from Grant. Winds and delivers. This is fouled at the plate, 1-1. The weather is gorgeous outside of the tent, but inside our tent, we get the wind that comes through here. I would say it's probably 15 degrees cooler. Might as well call us an igloo. That pitch. High, they snap throw down to 3. Back safely is Edwards.
I like that idea by Tova Miller. Just making sure she stays close to that bag, right, Rich? You're trying to prevent her from getting off too far.
This ball in the dirt, and down to second will go Lindy. So 2 in scoring position now. 3-1 our count on Brownfield. Briar Hart on deck. That pitch is inside, ball 4. So a walk to Brownfield. And they will bring in a pinch runner for Brownfield. As typically it's Amaya Raddick. We'll see if that's the case. It is. So Amaya Raddick in to run. So another courtesy runner. So bases loaded for the Cubs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Briar Hart, huge opportunity. She was a 4-3 put out first time up. The pitch comes in just a bit high for a ball. Once again, winner advances in the consolation side of the bracket. This pitch there for a strike. 1-1. Hart steps in. Grant delivers. This is swung on, hit hard. This is going to get down as this will go out in right field. 2 runs will score. Briar Hart, a 2 RBI double. And she gives the Cubs the lead 3-1. 2 runs in on that huge double down the right field line for Briar Hart.
Roddick sitting at third. Hart, of course, with that double at second. Still 2 outs here. Inglemore just unable to get that last out.
And this is going to bring up Vienna Lamphere. 4-3 put out first time. First one there for a strike. Next pitch swung on. Boy, it is hit a long ways, but it would be driven foul up that first base side. As the head of the bat gets out ahead of that fastball, Lamphere just pushes that one foul. And this one's a foul tip. As
runners have to stay
yep.
on that foul dead ball.
Roddick was like, hey, man, I
She
want to come
started
score.
coming home, but umpire signaled everybody back. Dead ball, dead ball.
0-2 pitch. This is swung on and coming up and not able to make the catch as this one drops in front. A 2 RBI single by Lamphere. And the Cubs take a 5-1 lead. That single by Lamphere. 3 base hits now in the inning. 5-1 our score. And this will bring up Lola Wiley. She had a single last inning. Time called. Meeting on the circle.
I'll check some scores, Rich, for the folks at home. See how those games are going here in a minute.
Once again, long meeting on the mound. Umpire slowly making her way out to the circle. And now breaks it up.
Mount Spokane, Snohomish all knotted up at 4 in their game. And winner of this game will play winner of that game. Mount Spokane, the 2 seed, Snohomish, the 10 seed. And as a reminder, folks at home, Sedro Wooley was the 4 seed coming into this tournament. Inglemore, 18th seed.
Pitch outside for a ball on Wiley. Next pitch swung on. Foul. Third base side, 1-1. And it was 2 relatively quick outs. 2 of the first 3 batters with outs in this inning. Now 4 across on 3 base hits. Pitch on the way. This is swung on as Saladin has it on the first for the out. That is going to do it. However, damage done by the Cubs. 4 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 1 left on base. It is 5-1 Cubs. We head to the 4th inning. This is championship softball here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
What does it take to be recognized as the best? To stand among the top in the nation. For the world-class team at Seattle Children's, it takes a certain competitive spirit, a desire to change the odds and never, ever, ever give up. The prize for this relentless pursuit, giving every child a winning chance. Hope, Care, Cure. Seattle Children's.
Sometimes in the game of life, you are thrown a curveball. If you get hurt at work, it's good to know a professional. The law office of Dale Wagner in Stanwood are the professionals to call when you need help. The law office of Dale Wagner is skilled at evaluating and managing workers' compensation claims. They help those who have been injured cut through complex injury and disability and claim-related matters. When life throws you a curveball, contact the law office of Dale Wagner at dalewagnerlaw.com for a free consultation.
As we go here, fourth inning, Jackie Navarro steps in. 5-1. Cubs lead this one over the Vikings of Inglemoor. That pitch there for a strike. And we have today on the diamond, as we have for our listeners,
little trivia.
In 1989, a Yankees reliever sets a record, and it's not Mariano Rivera. Well, that makes sense because he wasn't pitching in 1989. Perry? That happened in 1989. We'll have that answer in the bottom half of this inning.
Swung on and missed.
As this is a Jackie Navarro. Count is a 1-2 on Navarro. Swing and a miss.
That makes 4 strikeouts for Cassandra Gonzalez.
So one away here in the fourth. Wind really picking up here. This is Tova Miller. Popped up first time.
Catcher for the Vikings.
Pitch on the way, swung on, popped up yet again. Playable, Aaron there to take charge as McKenna Edwards and screaming all the way down the line. And you gotta like that from a player.
I do. She's getting her pitcher out of there and saying, I got it, I got it. She was almost in the batter's box when she made that catch.
Yep, nice job. So pop up for the out. Jade Cisneros will step in.
Cisneros grounded out to second base her first time up.
Pitch on the way there for a strike. Gonzalez getting into a nice rhythm for the Cubs. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Once again, Cassandra Gonzalez, one of the best pitchers in the state. This one swung off, fouled back behind us. We've got to see her quite a bit over the last few weeks. We saw an 18 strikeout performance in extra innings against Stanwood. Had 14, I believe, against Garfield in extra innings. Was double digits yesterday against Peninsula. That one swung on and missed. And that is strikeout number 5. Third out here. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on. 5-1 in favor of the Cubs. This is softball championships here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
Amigo Mexican Restaurant, proudly serving delicious meals in Stanwood for over 20 years. Come in, relax, and enjoy their family atmosphere. Dine on a variety of authentic, mouth-watering Mexican dishes, some you will find only at Amigos. At Amigo Mexican Restaurant, they take pride in using only fresh ingredients to create sauces and dishes they make from scratch daily. Amigo Mexican Family Restaurant, serving delicious food and smiles in Stanwood for over 20 years.
We all know that we'll eventually need a will. Eventually. How about right now? Trust and Will has taken the process of creating your will and made it easy, like while you're lounging on the couch, easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys, but customized by you, one question at a time. All documents are state-specific, legally valid, and start at just $199. That's not a typo. Find the plan that's right for you at trustandwill.com.
And welcome back. Olivia Stroud steps in for the Cubs, the flex player here in this contest. 5-1 Cubs. This one swung on, hit well, chasing in, and there to make a sliding catch.
Swarovski, and wow, what a catch.
She, like I said, last night made a couple amazing catches that are up there with the best of them. So one pitch, one away. Once again, I'd like to thank our Caps Radio sponsors: Country Store, Lindy Insurance, a Walton Beverage, Low Auto Sales, Skagit Ready Mix, the restaurants at Swinomish Casino and Lodge, Craft Stove, Mount Baker Motorsports, Swinomish Tribal Community Ideal Rental. And once again, Lindy Scoreboard Insurance, or Lindy Insurance Scoreboard reads 5-1 in favor of the Cubs.
Briellen Kanonen, top of the order, stepping in. 1-0 is her count. She's 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a fly out. 2-0 is the count.
Yeah, breaking pitch. Does not get in. 3-0. Kanonen way ahead. And Kanonen, one of those runners, went on base. So dangerous. This pitch swung on. This will be a base hit. Just out of the reach of Saladin. Kind of right up through that 6-4 hole near the bag. And a one-out single for Kanonen, and it would not shock me to see Kanonen moving early here. Edwards steps in, 2 for 2, a single and a double.
Tova Miller does have an arm behind the dish. I'm sure they know very well Kanonen's speed, and there she goes, and there's the throw. There's a ball in the dirt. Tough play for Tova Miller. Kanonen's in safely.
Kanonen in a scoring position. Ball was low for Edwards. Had 1-0.
Kenna Edwards, third baseman for the Cubs.
Has a pitch there, taken low and away. Close pitch. From my vantage point, I thought that one was going to get ruled a strike. A 2-0, our score.
Our count.
That one way outside, 3-0. Once again, game beside us, Mount Spokane versus Snohomish.
I'll get you that score back at home. I have to log out of the app and log back in to refresh it. Sorry, takes me a minute.
That one's a wild pitch. So that's a walk, a 4-pitch walk. And on to third it goes Kanonen, and Reagan Evans will step in, 0 for 2.
We have a 7-4 score. Mount Spokane leads Snohomish over on the adjacent field.
Cody Painter out to talk with the girls. Ironically, coached his son in baseball with the Seattle Stars. Went to Cooperstown now with his son back in the days. Had a daughter that graduated from Inglemoor last year. Stayed on the coaching staff. Had no idea he was on the coaching staff. Ran into him yesterday and caught me a bit off guard. 5-1, our score on the Lindy Insurance scoreboard. Runners at the corners, 1 out for the Cubs. Reagan Evans stepping in. That pitch. High.
Reagan Evans 0 for 2 today. She has a fly out and a ground out.
This is swung on, and they're caught, and okay. Well, maybe Michelle goes over there with you. Yeah. Me and Merrick will do that game. There we go. That's okay. Sorry, Perry Williams comes in as we are broadcasting the championship game and the consolation 3-4 game and trying to figure out how
all
we're
the logistics of it.
Moving us around as we're on 2 fields now as pairs. But it looks like Michelle Olson, Perry Williams will have the call for the championship game. Unless Inglemore is able to come back and knock the Cubs off. Elsewise, I will simulcast the Cubs game in the 3-4 matchup. This one swung on. It is going to be a fair ball. Long throw.
Wow,
and
what a throw.
Yeah.
Cisternos with just a fantastic grab in foul territory right at the bag, and she makes that long throw and beats out Reagan Evans.
And it is now 6-1. Evans drove in a run on an out, just so you know, and that Cassandra Gonzalez with the final out. So that's going to do it. 6-1 our score. Perry, well, I'm sorry, I messed this up a little bit, but 6-1's our score. We'll be back after this short break.
So for the parents that are interested in learning about Core Plus and what it can do for their children, just know that it's one of the bigger opportunities that you can get in high school. It is such an opportunity. Find the neighboring schools that have it. There's an opportunity there to not just learn skills, but a career path.
If your significant other asks you to slip into something more comfortable and you put on coveralls, then CarQuest Auto Parts is for you. If you never have to remind yourself that it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, then CarQuest is for you. CarQuest is for those who really know and care about their car. CarQuest is serious auto parts.
Stanwood Auto Parts is your local CarQuest Auto Parts dealer located on Cedar Home Drive in Stanwood.
And welcome back. And sorry, so we just got our book cleaned up. Sack fly by Reagan Evans was able to score Kanonin for the second out in that 4th inning. And then Cassandra Gonzalez, the 5-3 ground out. Close play, but out, and that is going to do it. So it was 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. In the bottom of the 4th inning gets us on the Lindy Insurance scoreboard. 6-1 our score. And Emily Disselot will step in. She flew out first time up. This one swung on. And give me a tough play. It's going to drop in and then hits the dirt weird. And a throw down to second. Not going to be in time. So it's going to be a double. But it hits something in the outfield. It's a grass outfield. And the ball ricocheted away from Kanonin. And actually, Lamphere had to come and grab it, made a strong throw in, but it will be a double for Disselot. Yeah, leadoff double here in the 5th inning. Just a second hit given up by Gonzalez.
Malin Holmes stepping in. 0 for 1 today, strikeout victim in the 2nd. Designated player for the Vikings.
Pitched low for a ball. One.
Gonzalez facing the 5-6-7 hitter this inning.
2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and miss. As Gonzalez rears back and just unloads a fastball there. Holmes not able to catch up with it. 2-1 pitch. Is there for a strike. Count evens up. Two pitch, fouled away. So Detroit Tigers set 1989 Yankees reliever sets a record. And the answer to that, Yankees reliever Lee Guterman gives up 5 runs in the ninth of New York's 11-4 loss to California, ending his consecutive scoreless inning streak at 30 2/3 innings. That one is there for a strike and a half. Going down is Holmes, strikeout number 6. And this will bring up Kira Pritchard. Pritchard struck out last time up. Ending that scoreless inning streak, it is the longest season opening streak in the majors since Harry Breachman in 1948, and the longest season opening streak ever by a reliever. Pitch there for a strike.
(6-1) is our score. Top of 5. 1 out.
Swing and a miss. Pritchard not able to catch up with that fastball.
Not many people are able to catch up with Gonzalez's fastball.
0-2 pitch.
That's a plus pitch for Gonzalez. We have a ball on the field. Time called before the pitch. Mid-pitch.
Gonzalez right into the windup. That ball comes flying in. It's a heck of a foul ball to make its way over to here. A huge complex here, 5 fields, and they're all spaced out from each other. Swing and a miss. That is second out here in the 5th inning. Number 7 now, Gonzalez. Bring up Izzy Van Noy, who struck out back in the 3rd inning. Swung on and popped up, out of play.
That was a bunt attempt there. Popped up. Update on adjacent field score. Mount Spokane leads Snohomish 10-4. Winner of this game will play winner of that game immediately following this game. Shows bunt is Vanoy.
Takes it for a strike. 0-2.
Disselett still out there at second base.
Pitch there as Vanoy goes down looking. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. No, sorry, it's a 1 hit, no runs, no errors. 1 left on base. As we go to the bottom of 5, it's 6-1 in favor of the Cubs. This is Championship Softball here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
I think it's time to put my money to work.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Giza has a lot of ways to help your money grow.
Oh, great.
Find a healthier approach to money at Giza.
What's the secret for being in business for 47 years? It starts with serving delicious, topping-loaded pizza that is uniquely made with daily fresh crust and tomato sauce. Family-owned Olympia Pizza and Pasta in Smoky Point. You looking for something different? Try one of their hot oven grinders. Still looking for more? Well, Olympia Pizza and Pasta has got you covered with fresh salads and over 20 different pasta dishes on the menu. Come bring your family or your team. Olympia Pizza and Pasta right off I-5, exit 206 in Smoky Point. And welcome back here. The Rack at Lacey. This is the 3A State Fast Pitch Softball Tournament. Brought to you by Giza Credit Union, Washington Dairy, Baden, Trust and Will, Seattle Children's Hospital, Core Plus Aerospace, Zoom Care, Dick's Sporting Goods, being broadcast on TCSN through the NFHS network and up at Caps Radio. 6-1 our score on the Lindy Insurance scoreboard. This pitch coming in high to Peyton Brownfield. Brownfield is 0 for 1, did walk and score a run. This one swung on right up the middle. Brownfield, nice job. Goes down low to go get that ball. Able to stay with it and puts it right over the second base bag. A lead off a single for Brownfield. And
we're going to have a courtesy. It looks like Raddick again, Maya Raddick, stepping in for catcher Brownfield at first base.
Briar Hart will step in. Briar Hart, huge 2 RBI double back in the third.
Number 2, Briar Hart.
So this pitch low, and just a reminder to our Caps Radio producers, we will be quick to get off the air as we will have to get over to the other field. This one low, 2-0. So the extended post game will have to come on your behalf. We will still do our Craft Stove Sizzling Play of the Game, our Walton Beverage Player of the Game, and our Gadget Ready Mix Rock Solid Sportsmanship of the Game awards. Any extended post game and spots will have to happen from your end up there at the radio station as we look to get to the next field. 2-1 on Briar Hart. That pitch just a little up. 3-1. I would say, Michelle, after this half inning, why don't you head to the championship field? This is swung on, hit well, but racing in to make the play, Jillian Starosky for the out, so 1 away. Hart gave it a heck of a run, but nothing to show for it. With Starosky in center field. Vienna Lamphere steps in, a 1 for 2, had a single, 2 RBI single, back in the third.
Plate center fielder, number 4, Vienna Lamphere.
Of course, we spoke about it earlier. The championship game will be Liberty, number 6 seed, versus number 8 seed Garfield, who...
That is a long ball off the bat at Lamphere, right at the wall, and there to make the catch, Van Noy. Lamphere nearly got that one to leave the yard, but it falls just short. Yes, Benoit there to make the catch.
Number 14, Lola Wiley.
2 away. Lola Wiley now will step in, 1 for 2. Pitch is low for ball.
Lola singled in the second, grounded out in the third.
That pitch gets away easily down to second. Goes Raddick.
Raddick now in scoring position.
Pitch, breaking pitch there for a strike. 1-1. That pitch is there for a strike on the outer half. 1-2. Pitch low in the dirt. 2-2. So Stepping in, Wiley. 2-2. Leah Grant. Pitch fouled at the plate.
Good at bat by Lola Wiley. She's fouled off a ton of pitches. And Leah Grant doesn't have overwhelming velocity, but she does a good job mixing it up. It's a couple different pitches, a lot of off-speed stuff.
2-2 pitch. The swung on, popped up, playable. Chivin Chase underneath it is going to be Pritchard for the out, and that will do it here in the 5th inning. It's going to be no runs, a hit, and no errors, 1 left on base. We're through 5, 6-1 in favor of the Cubs. This is Championship Saturday softball here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
47-52.
Hey up there. Points. Points!
Everyone knows miles are better than points.
Oh, you fancy miles. That's all you ever talk about.
Stop! I'm telling Dad you used credit.
Bah!
Pish posh. Use me.
What he needs is points.
Think about the repercussions. It's 10% off if you sign up for a store card.
No. Oh, boy.
It's okay to use credit sometimes. Let's talk about it.
Find a healthier approach to money at Giza.
Advanced Automotive has been family-owned in Stanwood since 2009. They believe in educating their customers, so they have all the right information to make the right decisions about parts and the work being performed on their vehicle. At Advanced Automotive, they provide free consultation and estimates, and they use only OME or better quality parts. Find out for yourself. Come in and experience the Advanced Automotive difference, where honesty and integrity are not left by the roadside.
And welcome back here as we go to the 6th inning. It is 6-1 Cubs on the Lindy Insurance scoreboard. Sandra Gonzalez on the bump, in the circle for the Cubs. Eight strikeouts on the afternoon. And swing and a miss there. Yes. 0-2 the count on Starowski. Swing and a miss. And quickly one away here in the 6th. So Alexa Saladin will step in. Saladin 1 for 2 on the day. Pitch on the way there for a strike. Gonzalez coming in. Firing BBs here. This one swung on, popped up as Gonzalez underneath that one for the second out here in the 6th inning. Jackie Navarro now stepping in. Swing and a miss to Navarro. Navarro 0 for 1, does have a sac bunt. This pitch is fouled away. 0-2. Inglemoor Vikings, quite the run they've had here in this tournament. Swing and a miss, and that is going to do it. That is double-digit strikeouts now for Gonzalez. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth. 6-1 in favor of the Cubs on the Lindy Insurance scoreboard. This is Championship Saturday Softball here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
Make this your new Father's Day tradition. The annual Dream Builders Car Show, presented by APC Auto Spa at the Evergreen Speedway in Monroe. This event was dreamed up by Steve Meyer, a former little brother for Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Snohomish County. And all proceeds raised goes back to that amazing organization. This is a fun, family-oriented event that brings in over 600 vehicles. Come see auto racing, live music, a kids zone, burnout competition, and so much more. We hope to see you there. Gates open at 9 a.m. For more information, visit DreamBuildersCarShow.com.
It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. You're going to need to replace a broken windshield or home window. When you do, see the local experts at Glass Tech. Glass Tech in Stanwood is veteran-owned and has been in Stanwood for over 25 years. Automotive glass replacement and repairs that are insurance approved and backed by their no-leak guarantee on all windshield replacements. At Glass Tech, they are experts in all residential glass from windows to skylights. Glass Tech, Stanwood's hometown glass shop.
So pitch hitting coming in as Violet Santasieros, and she takes the first pitch just foul. Hits it a long ways. Nearly home run distance, but foul up the third base line. So the freshman getting an opportunity here for the Cubs. Comes in for Olivia Stroud. The 0-1 pitch, low and in, 1-1. Long look in. Now pitch outside. 2-1. Pitch upcoming. This one swing and a miss. 2-2 now on Violet. Yes. Yes. Santarciero takes a look at that pitch for a ball. 3-2. 3-2 pitch upcoming. Swung on, and this is a base hit into the gap. And making the turn and trying to make her way to 2. Instead, we'll have a run down and Violet out. So a single, a leadoff single. Tried to stretch it into 2, got in a rundown. And it's going to be an 8-4-3 put out, base hit, and one away here. One out here in the bottom of 6. Briellen Kanonen steps in, 1 for 3 on the day. Pitch high for a ball. This is swung on as Kanonen is going to beat that one out. Just the wheels of Kanonen, infield single, as Saladin's able to make the play deep in the hole at shortstop, but just no chance at getting Kanonen there. Safe over at first base is Kanonen. So second base hit here in this 6th inning. And Edwards now stepping in this pitch. High for a ball. Edwards is 2 for 2. Single, double, and a walk. Pitch low. 2-0. Pitch just a bit high, 3-0. Pitch is low, ball 4. Grant with the walk. Canonen down to second base, brings up Reagan Evans. So 2 on, 1 out. So that was a second walk issued. Now make that the third walk and an intentional base wall. So 3 walks for Grant. Pitch is a ball. 6-1 our score on the Lindy Insurance scoreboard. Cubs of Sedro Wooley are 3 outs away for having a chance to play for 3rd, 4th in state. Looking like Mount Spokane would be the opponent, as they had a big lead on Snohomish unless something happens late there. This is a base hit, then mishandled, and the run's going to come in and score. So give it a single and then an E7 on the bobble, and in to score is Canonen. Just going to be a routine signal that would have loaded the bases up, but then an error on the bobble allows the run to score. And Cassandra Gonzalez now will step in. So that is the 3rd hit here in this inning. Pitch is low for a ball. 7-1 our score now. Pitch is high, 2-0. Pitch there. Just off, 3-0. Didn't miss by much. Pitch is going to be up. Ball 4. So loaded up are the bases, full of Cubs. And that will bring up the pinch runner once again in Bristol Lindy. So bases loaded, 1 out. Peyton Brownfield stepping in. Brownfield had a single last time up, 1 for 2. Also walked, scored a run. Meeting in the circle for the Vikings. The Inglemore team, very young, a ton of freshmen on this team. And quite the run they've had. You can tell long season has built their experience and confidence. 18th seed coming in, 22 in RPI, state RPI rankings coming in, and they're here in the final 6. This one swung on. 1 run will score. 2nd run in to score as Edwards and Evans score, and that makes it 9-1 in favor of the Cubs. They get those 2 runs in. And we're going to get a pinch runner coming in for Brownfield, and that is going to be Amaya Raddick yet again. So, yeah, Lindy at second, Raddick at first. Briar Hart stepping in. 9-1 our score. on the way. Outside for a ball. That pitch outside. Yeah, again, 2-0. Three runs in on 5 hits. Yeah, that pitch there for a strike. 2-1 on Hart. This inning started with a single, then an out on the rundown, and since then it's just been nothing but base hits. This is another single. They're going to send the runner. The throw home is going to be in time. As out at home base is a Bristol Lindy. A heck of a throw by Izzy Vinoy out in right field. As Briar Hart picks up the single, heads to second on the throw home. Over to third goes Brownfield. But it's going to be an out at home. 6th hit of the inning. Only 3 runs given up. Vienna Lamphere steps in, puts this one in play. It will go foul, first base side. Again, 9-1 our score. Long look in. Now the pitch, breaking pitch, high. 1-0. Or 1-1, should be. Grant gets the sign. Wines delivers. This one swung on, but it will be driven foul. First base side. Count goes 1-2. Pitch upcoming, swing and a miss. That will do it here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A huge inning, however, for the Cubs. They get 3 runs on 6 hits, no error, 2 left on base. We will head to the 7th inning, last chance for the Vikings. 9-1 in favor of the Cubs. This is championship softball here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio.
So for the parents that are interested in learning about Core Plus and what it can do for their children, just know that it's one of the bigger opportunities that you can get in high school. It is such an opportunity. Find the neighboring schools that have it. There's an opportunity there to not just learn skills, but a career path.
Sahara Pizza is the hottest place in town for gourmet pizza and pasta. Choose a pizza from one of their traditional favorites like the Ultimate Sahara, Hawaiian Passion, or my favorite, the Lion's Feast. Pick one of their gourmet combinations like the Chicken Bacon Ranch or Pepperoni Popper. You can even build your own pizza. At Sahara Pizza, you'll find a scrumptious selection of pastas, salads, oven-hot grinders, mouth-watering chicken wings. Just give them a call or order online at SaharaPizza.com. Sahara Pizza, gourmet pizza and smiles delivered to you.
And welcome back. First pitch to Tova Miller's high for a ball. Last chance for the Vikings. Once again, a great season, an amazing tournament run. The 18 seed still alive here in the final 6. Trail this one 9-1. Top of the 7th to the Cedar Rowley Cubs. The 4th seed that pitched low, 2-0. Lindy Insurance scoreboard 9-1 in favor of the Cubs, as Cubs looking to advance to that opportunity to play for 3rd in state. This one's going to be high. And they're going to say one of those pitches was a strike. I thought it was. So it's going to be 2-1. pitch upcoming. Just swing and a miss. Count. Is a 1-2. This one popped up, fouled away. Count remains at 1-2 on Miller. Sandra Gonzalez. Gets new ball. This one fouled away. Count remains 1-2. One-two pitch low. 2-2. This one swung on, foul. Third base side. Once again, Miller making Gonzalez work here. The top of the 7th. Gonzalez, 10 strikeouts in the circle for the Cubs. That one's low and in, 3-2. Vikings are going to need a ton of base runners here. Trailing 8 in the last inning, and that's a fastball in on the hands, taken for strike 3.
At the plate for Inglemoor, third basewoman, number 6, Jade Cisneros.
11 strikeouts now. Jade Cisneros stepped in. Oh for 2. Only 2 base hits given up by Gonzalez. That pitch high for a ball. Pitch on the way. This is swung on. There to make the play is Briar Hart. And 2 away now. Yes. 4-3 on the putout. Bring up Emily Disselot. Yes. One of the 2 hits, a double from Emily. Pitch on the way, there for a strike. One pitch. That one there, same spot, same location, same result. 0-2 now. Vikings down to their final strike. Swung on. This is into the gap, and this is going to get down as another double off the bat of Disselot. Second extra base hit. And that will bring up Malin Holmes. Holmes 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. A nice piece of hitting once again by Disselot. That one deep into the power alley for a double. This pitch fouled away by Holmes. work in. Now the pitch. Inside for a ball, 1-1. Home steps in. Swing and a miss. Once again, Vikings down to their final strike. Gonzalez looking for that final out, and there it is. As the final out is the final strike, and number 12 for Gonzalez. And that is going to do it. A great run by the Vikings in this tournament as they gave a lot of people fits, but they come up short. It will be the Cedro Wooley Cubs. Congratulations to you as you will head to the chance to play for third in state. As far as our North Sound Physical Therapy Player of the Game, which is also our Walton Beverage Player of the Game, well, we're going to go and give that one to Cassandra Gonzalez on the mound. Great job by her with the 12 punch-outs. As far as our Craft Stuff Sizzling Play of the Game and Cadillac Golf Course Play of the Game, well, we are going to go to the two RBI double by Briar Hart, as that was back in the third inning and really opened this game up. It was a very close game until that double, a 1-1 score, and it all of a sudden game opens up, and it is a 3-1 game, and the Vikings just could not answer back, and Cubs pull away from there. As far as our Skagit Ready Mix, rock solid sportsmanship of the game, we're going to go to the other side, and we are going to go with Emily Disselot as she comes up with a couple base hits. Big smiles on her face for her teammates, and she does a heck of a job, and she will go home with the Skagit Ready Mix Rock Solid Sportsmanship of the Game award. So for Rich Olson, I will give the extended post game to the Caps guys. We will be back with a simulcast for that third, fourth place game with the Cubs and the winner of the Mount Spokane Snohomish game. I thank you for listening and watching here on TCSN, NFHS, and Caps Radio. Have a good night.